Programming. I'm Yadnesh Rupankar. This project is designed to help students easily check their daily timetable by entering a specific date and also to have a reminder before the classes start. The system works in a simple and user-friendly way where the users enter batch, date, and the program enters relevant classes which are scheduled on that exact day. We have also included an alarm feature that gives a beep notification in order to remind the students and so that they do not miss their lectures. So our project is a timetable reminder system. We have developed it completely by C programming language. The main goal of this system is to store timetable data efficiently and provide day-wise output based on user input. So first we include all the header files explaining the code. First one is stdio.h, which is used for standard input and output operations. And the next one is string.h, which helps in string comparison and copying. Then we've used time.h, which is used to handle date and time operations. And the next one is windows.h, which allows us to generate the beep we use for reminder and also delays. Then the last header that we've used is ctype.h, which is used for character conversion like uppercase. And after that, we've defined two constants. First is max days, which represents the number of maximum number of days for which timetable can be stored. Like let's say we have to store the timetable for n number of days, and that n number of days that goes above the limit, then it won't. Then we've included it in order to manage that. Then is num slots, which represents the class slots in one day, which is generally fixed as 4, and in future we might expand it to customize to be able to customize it. Then we've defined a structure called day row. This structure plays an important role in our project actually, and each day row stores one full date in string format and an array of 4 subjects corresponding to the 4 class timings. The structure then helps us to organize the timetable day-wise, making searching and displaying quite comfortable. Then finally, the array that we have defined an array called slot time. This array stores fixed class timings which are common for all days. By separating timings from subjects, our code becomes quite readable, flexible, and understandable actually. This forms the foundation of project, and the next part my teammate will explain how user input and data.
My name is Prince and I will be explaining further how our project handles user input, validates data and convert it into a standard format so that the timetable can be processed correctly. In real world application, user input can be consistent or incorrect, so proper input handling is very important. And in our project we have designed separate function to clean, validate and normalize users input before using it. Now I will be continuing further with this part, void trim. Okay, we use trim function for it. We use this to remove unnecessary spaces from a string. This trim function will remove spaces from beginning of the string and spaces from the end of the string. This is important because our program compares string like dates and subject's name. Even a single extra space can cause a comparison to fail even if the text look the same. And this function check the white spaces using each space as it is used in the code and shortens the string from the end and shifts the character forward if there are leading spaces. This function will ensure that the string is clean and ready for comparison. And moving with the next part is void build date string function, and this function, which is key part of this project, the user enter date in numeric form as day, month and year. Okay, and however our timetable date in data store dates in a full textual format including the weekday. So this function performs multiple tasks. Firstly, it will store the entered value to a tm structure. Then it calls the mktime function. Mktime has two purposes here. First one is it check whether the date is valid or not, and second one is it calculates the correct day of the week. If date entered by the user will be invalid, the function simply returns invalid date. and if the date is valid, in it build a formatting string like Wednesday September 3, 2025, and it's like this. The function therefore act as a bridge between user input and store data. And moving with the next part is normalized batch function. Now I will be sorry normalized batch function. Now I will explain the normalized batch function. In our project, the timetable is divided into batches such as b1, b2, b3. User may enter batch information in different way, for example lowercase or uppercase and numeric form like 1, 2 or 3. To avoid this confusion, we converts every character into uppercase firstly, then we it convert in numeric input as 1 as b1 and second 2 as b2 and 3 as b3. This ensures that the batch value is always stored in standard and predictable format. And why this part is important is because so that there will not be any confusion between 1 and b1 and the date also. Without this step, the program could show wrong timetable data or there is a chances of crash in the code. So we use this function, and after this input processing stage, the program moves on to filtering the timetable based on batch and displaying the correct subjects, which will be explaining in the next part. So my further
Next
continue.
function uses alarm beep. This function is used to generate the alarm sound. The beep function produces sound of fixed frequency and duration. We repeat the beep multiple times using a loop so that the user does not miss the alert. The sleep function creates a small gap between beeps, making the alarm more noticeable. And next function used is now minutes. This function converts the current system time into total minutes. By converting time into minutes, we can easily compare the current time with class timing. This simplifies the logic and avoids complex hours minutes calculations. And next function used is run scheduler initial step. In this part, the program checks whether the selected date exists in the timetable. The hash array stored which class slots are valid for the selected batch. The alert array ensures that each class triggers the alarm only once. And in run schedulers, alarm trigger logic. Here the program continuously checks the current time every minute. It calculates the time difference between the class start time and the current time. When the class is about to start, the alarm beep function is called. This logic ensures timely reminders without repeating the alarm unnecessarily.
Any one among B1, B2, B3, I can enter 1, 2 or 3. Let's suppose I am in EC branch, so I am putting 2 here. And enter the date. Let's suppose I want to check the timetable up for December. Okay. Then I will enter 04, month is December and year 2025. Okay. Now enter. Now you can see that it's clearly showing 8:30 pay. On 8:30 it's my DT class, and then 5 is my EM class, and then 11:40 is my MCE class, and then at 2 p.m. it's my EPL batch 2. And now it's asking me whether I want to set a reminder for beep sound or not. So let's suppose I'm clicking one, and so reminder is started for Thursday, and it will give me a beep sound on just prior 30 minutes before my class start. So now moving to the PPT. So wait. So this is the future advancement in our code. Okay, so wait. Yes, the functionality improvement. Yeah, we can further improve our code and implement some new features in it, such as auto save and load schedule to store and carry over the next time you open program. And we can add some more advancement in the reminder system, beep reminder system. Either now currently it's 30 minutes, but we can add as 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And next one is the deletion and editing of classes from schedule, specifying key from stopping beeping. Yeah, yes, this is very important. We can add any key, specific key for stopping the beeping sounding. As of now, I didn't inputted any key for stopping of beep, or neither I have given any function to stop beep sound. And UI of improvement, obviously, we can add some good UI interface in our code. So it's come sum up to our code. Thank you. Presented by Team ASL, ECE branch, Section B, and GSV, Katisakti Vishwavidyalaya. And our very thanks to our Dr. Chandraprakash sir. We made this under guidance of him. Thank you very much.